once again, I got ahead of myself and started packaging, friends. This is, let me fix the envelope here. This is an Ann Taylor top that I got at the Goodwill outlet a year ago. I sent this to ThredUp. It did not sell, so then I reclaimed it. This is when you could reclaim things for free. That's how long I've had this. They change their policy so often. And I listed it, and it sold for $20 or something. I will put it on the screen. I think I am a living testament to the fact that the mature mall brands do sell, friends. Take it from me. A lot of the Ann Taylor, the J. Jill, the Eileen Fisher that you are passing up sells because it retails for a lot. Their prices keep going up, so people look to the secondhand market. And this was such a soft, stretchy fabric, and I put that in the listing. So happy to see this sale. It did take a while. I mean, it took a year, but do not give up. If something doesn't sell one way, like if I try to sell it live, I'll send it to ThredUp. If something doesn't sell on ThredUp, I'll try to sell it myself. If something's not selling that I've listed, I try all avenues before I get rid of an item, friends. This is a Skims bra. This I'll put the listing on the screen. This sold in 2 months. This is an item that I tried to sell live, and I don't start my live sell prices at $5 or $3. I feel like that's a common misconception about live selling, that you have to start your stuff low. Granted, it didn't sell, but I don't start things that I know that I can get a good profit for low. So I think I started this at like $30. It didn't sell. So I listed it, and it sold in less than 3 months. So happy with that. I'm still selling through my Skims. If you are new here, I bought a Skims palette. I've bought many Skims palettes at this point. I've been purchasing them over the last 3 years. It is Kim Kardashian's. I think she actually co-owns it with someone else, but she's the face of it. Clothing, swimwear, shapewear, activewear line. And I buy it in small quantities, and most of it, like 90% of it, I list, and then the other 10% I will sell live selling. Shameless plug, I have my weekly live sell where I go live every Saturday morning, super early, like 5 to 7 a.m. California time, and I'm on for hours. So if you'd like to come and check it out, I will always link it down below, and then I do random pop-ups throughout the week. This is definitely a brand to be on the lookout for. Pinot Porte, extra large. This is 100%, I think it's lamb's leather. Let me see. Lambskin, 100% lambskin. I'm filming this in June, you guys. This sold in June. This is why I say listings year around. I can't speak. Coats will sell in June. Bikinis will sell in December, you guys. It is warm or cold somewhere in the world all the time. This sold, my allergies, on an offer for $120. I probably could have gotten way more for this in December, but the name of the game is not to store things. The name of the game is to sell things and make money. And I only paid $5 for this in a palette. If I'm being honest, I can't remember what palette I got this in, because if you are new here, I literally got 3 or 4 pallets delivered like a month before I gave birth to my son, and so it took me months to get through all of that, because I totally was not realizing how going from 1 to 2 kids will rock your world. So literally I just finished listing the last of those 4 pallets. Like, that's how long it took me, because I refused to liquidate it. I refused to just live sell the stuff. When I buy a pallet, you guys, I go through every single piece, and if I think it needs to be listed, I listed it. And so considering it's just myself and my virtual assistant listing, it took me a while. So I just listed this 2.5 months ago, and it sold. And I thought, when she sent the offer for $120, I was like, oh gosh, this is 100% lambskin. I could probably sell this for like $200-300. But I was like, you know what? I'm in the name of the game of making money. I paid $5 for this. I'm going to take the profit. I'm going to take the money, and that's what I did. Let's do a little haul while I tell you some stories about what's going on. This is a new without the tags Skims sold out bodysuit. I know some of you get tired of me saying this, but a lot of people don't know what Skims is. It is Kim Kardashian. She co-owns it. I thought she owned the company herself. She started it with basically she's the face of the company. She's the co-owner of this clothing, shapewear, intimates wear, athletic wear line. I buy it locally here in Los Angeles from one of my suppliers. I pick it up from him. I've done a lot of videos on how and all that stuff. If you're interested, I will try to find that video and link it down below. Let's talk about getting banned on eBay. By the way, this haul is a mix of all of my sourcing. Consignment stores, thrift stores, the Goodwill outlet, traditional thrift stores, liquidation pallets. Most of this stuff is thrifted, you guys. I want to say like more than 50% of it. So just FYI, I plan on selling this a multitude of ways. I hang it up so that I can easily show it to you. Some of this I'm going to live sell. Some of it I'm going to photograph and list. Some of it I'm going to send off to ThredUp. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I've been giving you guys updates on how it's been selling on ThredUp again. I am not selling like I used to. Like even a year ago, I was sending them like maybe 10 boxes a month. Right now I'm sending them like 1 to 2 boxes a month, but things are picking up there. If you're interested, I'm not going to do a full video on it. I might give you like smatterings of updates here and there throughout these videos, or follow me on Instagram, because as things sell, I'm posting what sold. So I always link that down below. These are Good American. Oh no, these are Rag & Bone. These are Rag & Bone jeans. They are new with the tags. They're high-rise ankle cigarette Nina. They give all of their jeans styled names. They give all of their jeans the styles. They give them a name. That was hard. Raw hem. And it's great because it makes it easy to find info on it online. I actually got this, you guys, believe it or not, at a traditional thrift store on $2 day. These were $2. I don't know. That's very rare for me that I find something like these retailed for over 200 bucks. Usually on $2 day, by the time I get there, most things like this are already snagged because I don't go until I get off work. So I got a DM from one of you guys who have asked to remain anonymous about your eBay store getting banned, and you wanted to ask my thoughts and how to deal with that, because if you are new around here, hang her down. I'm very transparent about reselling. I tell you guys the highs, the lows, and everything in between. And about a year ago, I posted about my eBay store. I'm putting air quotes getting banned. I wasn't necessarily banned, but you kind of are. The way eBay works, they're very strict on their metrics, you guys. And I feel like one of the #1 ways that people mess up that are new on eBay is they fall behind on their shipping time, or they sell something they don't have and they have to cancel a lot of orders. That's what happened to me. If you're interested in the detailed story, I will link that video down below. I'm very transparent in that video. I am not a perfect reseller, so when things go wrong, usually I'll share it with you guys so you can learn from my experience. And a lot of you have watched that video and said, thank you, that was so helpful. I was in the same predicament. So those are the 2 biggest ways that I see people getting in trouble. And it's not even new. I've been selling on eBay for over 15 years and I got in trouble, you guys. Basically, long story short, if you cancel a lot of orders on eBay, and when I say a lot, I think I canceled 3 in a month. I can't remember. You'll have to watch the video. It was no more. It was like 3, maybe it was 5. For me, it was a lot. I had never done that before. I've never done that since. So I dropped from top rated plus to below standard. And there's different levels of tiers of selling on eBay. When you drop below standard, you are very heavily penalized. My sales plummeted. They send way less views to your items. I basically got no sales. And this is from someone who had at that time almost 2,000 active listings. I went from having daily sales to having literally no sales for 5 days straight. It really does hurt your account. So I did my research, my internet sleuthing, and I figured out how you dig your way out of that. I'm not doing the haul while I'm talking about this. House of Harlow. This is Nicole Richie's clothing brand. It's hard to see the tag. There you go. I picked, where did I get these? where did I get these? I think I got these from a consignment shop. I've actually tried to sell, these are new without the tags. They're like, they remind me of resort wear. Look at the hem. I love the embroidery. These are a size medium. They're very on trend, very seasonal for right now. I'm filming this in June. And I thought that these would sell really well on a live sale. I've tried to sell these like 5 times on a live sale and no one has bought them. I don't start my items like super low. Like, you know, some people, if you go to a live sale, you see they start things at $3 or $5. I start things at a price so that I can make a profit. So I think I was starting these at like, I can't remember, but they didn't sell. So I'm going to list these because I feel like these are linen and cotton. They're wide leg. I feel like they're on trend. They have the elastic waist. They're oversized. So I'm actually going to get those listed tonight. So one of you emailed me and was like, what do I do? So basically she's newer. I'm doing air quotes because she's been there a year. I don't consider that new. But you know, I don't know, tomato, whatever. I guess it's new is subjective. And she's going through the same thing where I think she said she had like 8 things sell that she couldn't find. And let us not judge. I'm never going to tell you who this person is. You guys can always reach out to me and DM me on Instagram. I don't get back to you super fast, but I will try to help you once I get to your question. And she said, you know, like, I know that's bad. And you know, she's kind of like, basically, if you go watch that video, the same thing that happened to me happened to her. She works full time. She would sell one thing on Poshmark. She would sell one thing on Mercari and like forget to delete it on eBay. And she dropped from top rated plus to below standard. And she was like, you know, how do I dig my way out of this? So I was telling her, go and watch that video because I go into details about how you can get yourself out of that. And it's a grind, you guys. It really sucked what I had to do, but I did it. And within the next month, I was back up to above standard or top rated. I don't know. That month kicked my ass. I try not to cuss on this channel, but I'm not joking when I tell you that was a rough month, but I did it. And I talked about that in that video. I'll link it down below. But you really do have to grind your way out. And so I asked her if I could tell the story because for a lot of you, I know a lot of you that watch me sell on Poshmark, you sell on ThreadUp, and a lot of you don't sell on eBay or you're scared to make that leap, or some of you are newer to eBay. My little cautionary word of advice to you is that eBay is a little bit more strict than Poshmark. I feel like Poshmark's the most lenient. eBay's like right in the middle, and Amazon doesn't play. Like if you're gonna sell something on Amazon, you better make sure it's in stock, it's great condition. You know, like Amazon, you need to be on your P's and Q's. eBay, you do too, but they give you a chance. And Poshmark, they just don't care. I shouldn't say that. I'm filming this June of 2024, but seriously, like there are no repercussions that I know of canceling orders on Poshmark. Of course you want to provide great customer service, but I just feel like they're the most lenient with that. That doesn't mean go cancel 50 million orders. Of course not. Don't do that. I'm just saying that's what I've noticed from selling on those 3 places. But eBay specifically, if you have your shipping and handling time at 2 business days, you better make sure you get that package out in 2 business days or less. If you have it at 1 business day, you better make sure you get it out at 1 business day or less because they keep metrics on your account and it is evaluated every month. And you are either praised and you move up a status to maybe top rated plus. I forget the tiers. I'll put them on the screen somewhere. Or you drop. So for me, eBay's the place where I make the most amount of money. So I really, really want to make them happy. So recently, I'm not doing the haul. This is a boutique piece. I think I've told you guys lately, I have been into trying to sell new boutique pieces on my lifestyle, and it's actually been working out. I won't talk too long about boutique pieces. It's basically when you buy new clothing direct from the manufacturer, and you sell it. That's really it. And I've been selling that predominantly during the live sales, and it's really been working well. I've also been picking up boutique like accessories like earrings, headbands. Because I live in Los Angeles, a lot of the manufacturers are here. So I can just go to the showrooms, pick up a bunch of like new, really good quality clothing and sell it at a really good price. So that's been nice. So that's really important for eBay. I can't believe I caught that. So I just wanted to share that with you guys to say, you know, those are the 2 biggest ways that I see people get in trouble with eBay. This is a brand that you definitely want to be on the lookout for, but be selective. It's Alberto Macaulay. This is a brand that the Real will take, ThredUp will take. They don't price it super high. This is a brand that can be pretty expensive retail, but the resale value is kind of all over the place. Like some of the stuff will sell for 20, some of it can sell for a couple $100. The brand makes really unique prints on dresses, on shirts. I tend to find this a lot on at the Goodwill outlet and traditional thrift stores. I don't know, I get pretty lucky with it. I've sent it to the Real, I've sent it to ThredUp, and I've sold it myself. I'm actually gonna list this myself. This is 100% linen. It's super cute. I feel like it's great for the season. I was gonna actually keep it and wear it as a beach cover up, but I don't know. I feel like this is too nice to just wear to the beach, and someone would appreciate this probably more than I will, so I'm gonna get this listed. But definitely a brand piece I got in a liquidation palette that I bought locally. I got, I thought it was like 100 pieces. I was going back and looking at my sheet. I actually got 200 pieces of new with tags Nike from the previous season. So I think these things are like from year 2021 and 2022. This is new without the tags. I thought of keeping this, but it doesn't give me enough support and it's a little too big. It's a size large. It's like a blue metallic color. This is one that I got multiple quantities of. This is like one of my least favorite things about buying liquidation. You can literally get 50 items of the same thing in the same size, and then like 50 other people got the same thing in the same size, and you're all trying to sell it and race to the bottom. So this is the last one though, you guys. I had maybe like 30 of these. This is the last one I have, size large, and they've all sold anywhere from $15 up to $50. I'm dropping a lot of tips in this video. I would not purchase that palette again. I don't even know if you'd call it a palette. I don't know. I consider a palette when it has 300 pieces or more. This was like I said, like 200 pieces. I wouldn't buy that again. One, it was very expensive. It was $10 per piece. I had never purchased Nike liquidation before. So I thought, oh, because I realized, you know, I was researching, Nike is expensive, you guys. It's basically the same price as Lululemon. I don't know if you guys have, before I bought this palette, I had never purchased Nike new from Nike. I always would go to like Marshall's. I'm a reseller. I'm a discount buyer, you know? I'd go to Marshall's. I'd go to Nordstrom Rack. I think maybe a couple times I've purchased Nike, like from a Nike outlet, but I'm such a deal hunter that I had never purchased like from the Nike store or their website. And I was like, this stuff is like, some of their leggings, you guys, go upwards of $150. So I just thought, oh, this is gonna be money. Reseller mistake. Don't I always say, you guys, check comps? It was like an auction style palette buy, and I was just like in the heat of the moment. So I ended up paying $10 per piece. The stuff has been selling so slow, even though it's like very recent. Everything is brand new. It's either new, like 80% of it is new with tags, 20% new without tags. It has taken about a year to sell through just those 200 pieces. And all of them I've made a profit, but some of them I've made a very tiny profit, like literally $2. And some of the stuff I've sold and made like $40, $50 profit, but that's the minority. So I would not purchase that again. I would purchase Nike liquidation if I could hand select it like piece per piece, but buying it in bulk, absolutely not. Would not do that again. I don't think I've ever mentioned that palette buy to you guys, so I wanted to talk about it here. I know that I talk about it in my live sale because people will be like, oh, how do you get so much new Nike? And I told them, oh, I bought it in liquidation. By the way, shameless plug, I am doing a huge week-long live sale celebration. I never celebrate my milestones for live selling, and I've officially been live selling on Poshmark for 2 years. I never did a 3,000 follower celebration on Whatnot. I'm not even gonna mention Whatnot here, you guys, because I always say, oh, I'm gonna restart my Whatnot career, and I never go back. I haven't gone live on Whatnot in months. So I would like to, but realistically, I can't do it all. But I have been consistent on Poshmark. I go live there every Saturday, really early in the morning for like hours. But this week, the week you're filming this video, I'm gonna be going live there every day. I'm I'm gonna have like giveaways and really good deals. So come to the live sale, come hang out. I will link it down below. Even if you don't want to buy anything, you guys, just come and say hi and I chat. I'm kind of silly in my live sales, but it'll be really fun. So shameless plug. But yeah, I've been talking about the Nike there, but I don't think I've ever told you guys. Tanya Taylor, I got this in a palette. This retails for $495. The tag is ripped right there, but you can see the retail price. This one is a size 18. This is called the Georgina dress. I love this dress. Tanya Taylor is one of my... I think this dress I'm wearing is this dress is Misa Los Angeles. I really like the fun. They do Tanya Taylor and Misa, both brands that you can sometimes find at Revolve. I know Misa you can. Maybe Tanya Taylor's like a Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's. Very expensive. I mean, this dress retails for $500. This dress I'm wearing retails for $6 something. They're very expensive. They make dresses like this, you know, flirty, fun, trendy, stylish dresses that are expensive. So I am going to, this one is actually already listed. I just put it on I just listed this today. Put it on the hanger to show you guys. A lot of this stuff, you guys, is getting listed in the closet. So if you're interested in it, I always link my Poshmark down below. Also, some of this is going to be sold live. So if you are coming to the live sale, come and hang out. This is a piece I'm going to be starting at $5 on the live sale. This is Michael Kors. I know I'm filming this in June, but I just had to pick this up. I picked this up at the Goodwill outlet. It's size small, but it's super oversized. I'm attracted to anything French. It's a cotton blend. It is so soft and stretchy. And I just figured if nobody wants this is very much a Nikki sweater. I will keep it. It's long. It covers the booty, so it's like leggings approved. And it's got the gold Michael Kors tag. This is a little loose, but it's hanging on by a thread. Literally hanging on by a thread. So I figured if no one wants this retailed for over $100, I would keep it. Back to eBay. The reason I brought that up, one, to share some cautionary tales with you. Two, I actually got in trouble with eBay again recently, and I was so mad at myself. I've really been pushing myself to stay on my metrics with eBay, ship on time. If something sells on Poshmark, if something sells somewhere else, delete it from eBay immediately. But I changed all of my shipping time as I was just preaching to you, stay on your shipping time. This came to my mind to talk to you guys about this because I changed my shipping time on all of my listings. I have about 1,500 listings on eBay right now to 1 business day because I thought I really want to get back to Top Rated Plus. Is that what it's called? I think it is. Top Rated Plus. I believe you have to have 1 business day shipping and handling time. Correct me if I'm wrong. And you have to do like free returns for 30 days. And I believe it has to be like free. They can return it to you for free, which I really don't want to do. So I'm kind of glad. I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to qualify for it, but I'm kind of glad I don't qualify for it and I didn't make it to that status because I really don't want to do that. Some of my listings, I feel like I'm one of the minorities here. I do some of my listings, returns are open, they're not free. Some of the listings you can return and some of them you can't. Like high-end dresses and stuff, I just don't want people to be able to return it. The truth of the matter is though, on eBay, if somebody wants to return something, they can force it. They'll just say item is not described and eBay will approve it. But I just would like to put that little deterrent there just so that like maybe they won't buy it if they think they can't return it, you know? So I do some things free, some things returns, some things not, but I really don't want to have to do free returns. And so I changed all of my listings to 1 business day shipping time, you guys, and I fell behind. And that's, I feel like, a little hard to do when you're selling as much as I am because I'm selling a lot. It's based, the metrics are based on how many shipments you have going out. So let's say I have 100 shipments going out, 95 of those shipments in that month need to be shipped out within 1 business day. So that's what I'm saying when I say they give you some leeway. That's just a case in point. I'm shipping way more than 100 a month. I'm shipping about 100 a week. But on one of the metrics, the shipping time, I fell below top rated because, what was it? I think it was like 400. I had 400 packages going out for the month. and I think it was 94% of them were shipped out within 1 business day. So I was like 1% below the metric of what I needed to stay top rated. And it said to me, and this is all things you can see on your dashboard, it said if we were to evaluate you today, you would fall to above standard, which honestly, it's not bad. It's not great. You never want to fall below. You either want to stay where you're at on the seller levels or go up. But for me, it's not great because I was shooting to move up and then I'm going to be going down, but at least I wouldn't fall to below standard. That was the worst when I was there. If any of you are there, I empathize with you. You can get out of it. Watch that video. I'm not just saying that to like make you watch my videos. A lot of you told me it was really helpful because I tell you step by step how to dig your way out of it. I just don't want to go into that now because it's a really long process and it's a little bit boring. So if you're not in that situation, you'd probably, did you just hear my hip crack? Getting old is a biatch, you guys. My parents always used to say that, and I'd be like, you guys are so negative. You know, that was me like 15, and my bones were all nimble, and they just all moved, and everything was fluid. I literally just stepped forward, and my freaking hip cracked. And I want to run my 3rd marathon. I feel like my body's going to be like, listen, girl, I don't think so. You need to sit down. So I started freaking out, you guys. I was like, holy crap, I can't keep up with this 1 business day. I keep it very real with you guys. I make mistakes. I've been doing this for 15 years. I thought that I could keep up with the 1 business day shipping time. No, Nikki, you can't. You work full time. You have 2 kids. You're a part-time real estate agent. Like 1 business day was just not realistic for me. I need the buffer of 2 days. Generally, as you can see from the metrics I mentioned, generally I was getting most stuff out within 1 business day. But there were just some days that I was exhausted and I was like, I don't feel like shipping this right now, because a lot of times for me to ship, you guys, I have to go to my storage unit. I have 1,500 listings. I don't keep them in this tiny office in our 3-bedroom apartment. I keep it in a very large storage unit. So it would require me to go to storage, then go to the post office. You know, like sometimes, like 1% of the time, I just wanted a little buffer. So it made me realize, like, nope, you know what? 1 business day, I can't do it. Let's what is it called? Under promise and over deliver. That is the motto I have lived by, and it has served me well. So I thought, let's under promise and put 2 business days on all of our listings and over deliver. 95% of those, as I've seen over the last couple of months, 95% or 94% is gonna go out within 1 business day. And if I just have that day where I'm pooped and I want 2 days to do it, that is totally fine. And you know what? Like, I feel like most Poshmark sellers don't even ship that fast. A lot of my Poshmark selling friends do. But I recently bought like 20 things on Poshmark, which is, I don't really shop on Poshmark. I don't like their search function. It's not my favorite as a buyer. But I was like, you know what? I sell a lot here. I make a good amount of money here. I should use the platform more. So I was using it for sourcing. I bought some cute dresses from Poshmark. Not this one, but dresses like this. I bought some sunglasses. Do you know? And I don't know, if you care to share, let us know in the comments down below if you're a Poshmark seller. How long do you take to ship? 15 of these sellers took 5 days before they shipped my item. And I was like, is this normal on Poshmark? Like, I thought I was doing bad by like taking 2 days sometimes, because I feel bad. I try to get my stuff out next day wherever I sell. Poshmark, Amazon, eBay. It's literally next day 95% of the time. It was just wild to me that like most of these people weren't even sending my stuff out for 5 days, and there was no communication. I wasn't in a rush. I didn't message anyone. I'm not judging them, but I just thought like, this is wild. Like maybe this is the norm. Like, so people must be excited on Poshmark when I ship their stuff next day or within 2 days. They're probably like, oh, this is great, because I don't know. You guys let me know. All of my friends that I've asked were like, no, girl, we ship like you. Like we ship next day or within 2 days. 5 days is wild. So I don't know. Poshmark is super lenient. I do know one time I had a package that I shipped out next day, but it didn't start tracking. And I got an email, I think from Poshmark on like day 4, like reminder to ship your package. But then the next day it started tracking and it was literally near her house. So I remember they extended their shipping times to something like I thought was completely wild last year. Was it for COVID or something? I don't know. They extended it for like 7 days or something. I don't know. I never looked up the shipping time requirements on Poshmark because like I said, I always knew they were the most lenient, and no matter what, I was shipping things like late for me was 2 days. So I feel like this was a very loquacious. Where did that SAT word come from? This was a very talkative haul that I didn't even really show you much, but I feel like I've been talking so much, you guys, and this video is probably super long. Let me show you a couple more items. This isn't even really a haul. I'm not going to show you everything just because I've been talking so much, but I just shared that to say if you are a new eBay seller or if you're a seasoned eBay seller, those are the two biggest ways I've gotten in trouble, and most of you have told me if you've had trouble with eBay, stay on your shipping time. Whatever you set that at, keep to it. Whether it's 3 days, 2 days, 5 days, stick to it. And make sure you actually have the things that you have available to sell. Like if it's sold somewhere else, immediately delete it from eBay because they will penalize you for it. Or go through all your inventory and make sure you have everything. This is a Veronica Beard dress. This one I actually got in a Rent the Runway palette. This is a size 16. I think the photos of this online are confusing because I think this was supposed to come with like an interior slip because it is kind of semi-sheer. So I already have this listed, and I think I just said it's semi-sheer and there's no slip inside because like it's hard to tell on the stock photos if it's semi-sheer or if she just has a slip on. I don't know. So I just said that because I don't know. Veronica Beard is very expensive. This dress retailed for a couple $100s. And I just feel like that probably would have had a slip dress. Or a slip under it. You know what I mean? But I just can't tell. I'm going to go back and look at the list. That's sold out on Veronica Beard. So I need to find a place where it was for sale and see if it says like interior slip included or something. This is the brand Meshki. Personal brand I love. They make very sexy, classy, trendy dresses, jumpsuits. This has chain straps, a gold chain strap with a little hook there, a long white dress with a high slit. You're gonna see in a come thrift with me video. I found this at the thrift store for $5 or $10, you guys. I wanted to wear this for my rehearsal dinner, but I needed a medium. This was a little too form-fitting for me. It is completely white and it has a very tiny makeup stain right here. So I'm going to try to stain treat that and get that out. I was going to keep this, but I'm too clumsy. Other than my wedding, I haven't worn all white since I was a child. I'm not going to wear this. So I'm going to stain treat that and get this listed. This is a first time that I've ever found this brand thrifted, so I was very excited about that. Sometimes I do find it at consignment stores, but I've never found it at a thrift store. I'm gonna go, you guys. I feel like I've been talking too long. I got on a tangent about eBay, about all types of things. I'm still working on that email list. I know a lot of you, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I told you guys that I've really been doing the brand list videos where I talk about brands that are selling, what's good to look for. So I'm going to compile it into, I'm calling it an ebook. It might just be a PDF, you guys, but I've started working on it. It'll be free. And the only thing you have to do is give me your email address to join the email list. I told you I want to build a sense of community in our little community. So I know there are a lot of you that watch these videos and you haven't subscribed, which I don't understand. It's free. If you've made it this far through all of my rambling, please subscribe. I'm here multiple times a week. I upload short form content almost daily, and we're going to build a community in our community. So the only thing you have to give me for that brand ebook is your email. And we're gonna build a little email community. I'm gonna email you once a week. I've already been like compiling topics in my head and in my notepad about what I'm gonna email you about. I'm only gonna email you once a week about tips, tricks, anything that comes to mind that I think would be helpful for you guys that maybe I can't film in a video right away. I'll put brands in the email. I want to build a community in a community. And then I think from that email list, as long as I can manage that and stick with that like once a week. I was going to say the most I would email you is twice a week, but I don't even think it would be that much. Pretty sure once a week. Then from that, I was thinking we could build like a Facebook group. All of this would be like just us building community, helping each other, a nice, friendly, helpful community on the internet. Imagine that. But then one of you, I can't remember who commented this, thank you so much, said we should do a Discord, which I think is even better than Facebook. I don't use Facebook. I know how to use Discord. It's free to use. And we could have different like chat groups about ThreadUp, about the Real, and I could just be dropping tips in there like throughout the day. And you can check it if you want, or if not, you can turn your notifications on or off. I just want it to be a helpful, resourceful area, and I want to build a community with you guys, and I think you guys want that too. So that is coming really soon. Like, I think I'll be done with it within a week, so keep a lookout for that. Once it is done though, a couple of you were messaging me, hang on friends, email. A couple of you were messaging me like, how do I give you my email? It's not ready yet. I'm still working on it. It should be done within a week. Once it's done, I'll release a video saying, hey, enter your email down below. The list will come right to you, and then I'll just email you once a week, and then I'll let you know once like the group is up. And then, yeah, so that's what I'm working on behind the scenes, friends. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you soon.